Muhammad to a young girl who was basically 9 years old, according to Islamic sources, when the marriage was consummated.
Do you believe that it's inherently immoral?
Let me give you the hadiths that prove what David Wood said concerning Ayesha, that when Muhammad married Ayesha.
This is a type of sickness. You see, they have developed a sickness.
They will attack Muhammad for Ayesha and all the rest of this kind of stuff. You don't give them any credit. They don't have any weight in your eyes.
So this is from Muslim Now. Let's read. Let's go ahead and read through these because he's going to put all this together and come up with an age of 3 for Rebekah. Then there's the larger point, which is, why do they do this, guys? Right? Yeah. We quote their sources. We tell them what's in their sources. We give them their sources. And then in response, they make up a bunch of stuff. And try to misrepresent people that they claim to respect in the Bible. And try to misrepresent people that they claim to respect in the Bible.
Now, prepare for the shock.
Yitzchak was 40 years old when he took Rivka to be his wife.
I said, prepare for the shock.
How old was Rivka when she married him? There's different opinions. Once she was 3 years old and he kept her 10 years until they actually been intimate. Until she was 13. Second, she was actually 14, according to Gaon Mivilna, his calculation. Rabbi Shimon Chassid Mishapira, he proves, and the Ramban, and the Rashba, and the Meiri, that she was 20 years old. 20 years old. And there's one opinion that she was 10 years old. Sefer Ayesha. So now we have different opinions. 3, 10, 14, and 20. And there was one more opinion that it does not bring here that I saw somewhere else, that she was 12. So between 3 and 20 she was. Well, one way or the other, if she was 3, they waited for her until she became a woman.
So anybody who's sincere can see the double standards at play.
And try to misrepresent people that they claim to respect in the Bible.
She was 3 years old. She was 3 years old. She was 3 years old.
And even if you could prove Rebekah was 3, it wouldn't justify the marriage. Just like Noah's drunkenness does not mean you're allowed to get drunk. Abraham allowing his wife to be taken by Pharaoh does not justify that behavior either.
So wait a minute.
If you want to show somebody that Jesus is Yahweh, that Jesus is in fact the eternal God, you don't start in the New Testament. You start in the Old.
Do you believe that it's inherently immoral? Then you are charging your own God and supposedly loving Jesus with immorality,
Not
sir.
at all.
If you don't see that contradiction and hypocrisy,
it's not in the least.
We can't really do much for you.
Just like Noah's drunkenness does not mean you're allowed to get drunk.
You could disagree about the age of Ayesha in the 7th century and the oral culture and everything, but if you're going to try to prosecute the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ on this premise, then the grandfather of your Lord and Savior married someone 3 years old, and according to their history, entered her at 3 years old in one day. So, I mean, it's just like, you know, people take stuff and like shock and awe. It's like, oh, wow, he did this. And all of this stuff, man, believe me, it's drama. It's drama.
Yet the Prophet's message continues to resonate in the hearts of the faithful, and Islam continues to grow. How? Because God tells the Prophet in the Quran, Wallahu ya'asimuka minan nas, and God will defend and protect you from the violence and slanders of men. The Prophet's defense counsel is God himself.
يا أيها الرسول بلغ ما أنزل إليك من ربك وإن لم تفعل فما بلغت رسالته والله يعصمك من الناس إن الله لا يهدي القوم الكافرين.